Had a very fruitful meeting in which political cooperation, security and counter-terrorism cooperation, trade and economic activities, regional connectivity, people-to-people contacts were discussed. We've come to the conclusion that this trilateral mechanism is a very useful platform for future engagements. And we are happy to announce that the fourth trilateral meeting will be held in Beijing next year.
女士们，女士。
Please go ahead.
Can I? Okay. I can share today that there is a considerable improvement in Pakistan-Afghanistan bilateral relations. President Ashraf Ghani's visit to Pakistan in June 2019 was a leap forward in our trust and confidence, and we intend to build on that visit. It was also extremely useful that the two leaders, Prime Minister Imran Khan and President Ashraf Ghani, had a good interaction on the sidelines of the OIC summit meeting in Saudi Arabia. We are also happy to share that the APAP's mechanism that had been put in place in Saudi Arabia. We are also happy to share that the APAP's mechanism that had been put in place was reviewed for the first time, and we agree that it is a useful mechanism and we should make more use of it. I'd like to take advantage of your presence here, sir, to extend or reiterate our invitation to President Ashraf Ghani for joint inauguration of the round-the-clock services at Torkham. We'd be, Prime Minister is looking forward to an early date which is mutually convenient so that we could inaugurate that collectively. We also feel that China is not just a close friend, but a good neighbor and a trusted partner. And with growing Chinese interest in regional connectivity, we feel not just Afghanistan, Pakistan, the entire region will benefit from it. We are also excited about the peace process moving forward. I wish you success, and hopefully from this US Taliban framework agreement, we would move to the next stage, that is intra-Afghan dialogue, negotiations for a sustainable, durable peace in Afghanistan and the entire region. So, gentlemen, I am delighted to have you here. Of course, you know, the cricketing tournament and the exchange of diplomats is a welcome development. Under 19 teams will be playing in Beijing in October, and we would love to have your young diplomats in Islamabad, and that will further build a relationship of future diplomats. So thank you for being here.
The Honorable Foreign Minister for Afghan. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. 很高兴来到巴基斯坦出席第3次的中阿巴三方外长会议。我首先感谢巴基斯坦作为东道主为筹办会议所做的大量的有效的努力。
It is my great pleasure to come here to Pakistan for the 3rd Trilateral Foreign Ministers meeting. Let me start off by thanking our host, Pakistan, for all the efforts it has put in to make this meeting possible.
当前阿富汗的和解进程迎来了重大机遇，但是恐怖主义和安全形势依然严峻，一些历史遗留的争议再度升温，地区稳定面临新的挑战。国际社会当中，单边主义和保护主义抬头，损害了包括中阿巴3国在内的发展中国家的正当权益。在这样一个重要的时间节点，我们3方外长举行对话十分及时，也非常的必要。刚才我同2位外长进行了深入的讨论，达成了广泛的共识。我把它归纳起来有以下5点。
At present, Afghan's peace process is presented with a major opportunity. However, terrorism and security situation remain grave. Some disputes left from history have escalated, and regional stability face new challenges. Internationally, unilateralism and protectionism are on the rise, which undermine the legitimate rights and interests of developing countries, including China, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. So at such a critical time, it is highly relevant and necessary for the 3 ministers of the 3 countries to hold this dialogue. Just now, the 2 foreign ministers and I conducted in-depth communication, and we reached broad consensus. I would like to summarize our consensus into 5 points.
一致认为，3方的合作虽然起步时间不长，但是在增进3方团结合作、推进阿富汗国内政治和解、加强区域互联互通以及促进地区共同发展等方面都取得了积极的成果。作为新型的次区域合作实践，中阿巴3方合作顺应了地区人民求和平、谋发展的迫切的愿望，也形成了平等、开放、务实、高效的鲜明特点，正在展现出蓬勃的生命力。
First, we share the view that although it hasn't been long since the trilateral cooperation started, it has resulted in positive outcomes in
The Honorable Foreign Minister for Afghan. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. 很高兴来到巴基斯坦出席第3次的中阿巴三方外长会议。我首先感谢巴基斯坦作为东道主为筹办会议所做的大量的有效的努力。
It is my great pleasure to come here to Pakistan for the 3rd Trilateral Foreign Ministers meeting. Let me start off by thanking our host, Pakistan, for all the efforts it has put in to make this meeting possible.
当前阿富汗的和解进程迎来了重大机遇，但是恐怖主义和安全形势依然严峻，一些历史遗留的争议再度升温，地区稳定面临新的挑战。国际社会当中，单边主义和保护主义抬头，损害了包括中阿巴3国在内的发展中国家的正当权益。在这样一个重要的时间节点，我们3方外长举行对话十分及时，也非常的必要。刚才我同2位外长进行了深入的讨论，达成了广泛的共识。我把它归纳起来有以下5点。
At present, Afghan's peace process is presented with a major opportunity. However, terrorism and security situation remain grave. Some disputes left from history have escalated, and regional stability face new challenges. Internationally, unilateralism and protectionism are on the rise, which undermine the legitimate rights and interests of developing countries, including China, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. So at such a critical time, it is highly relevant and necessary for the three ministers of the three countries to hold this dialogue. Just now, the two foreign ministers and I conducted in-depth communication, and we reached broad consensus. I would like to summarize our consensus into 5 points.
一致认为，三方的合作虽然起步时间不长，但是在增进三方团结合作、推进阿富汗国内政治和解、加强区域互联互通以及促进地区共同发展等方面都取得了积极的成果。作为新型的次区域合作实践，中阿巴三方合作顺应了地区人民求和平、谋发展的迫切的愿望，也形成了平等、开放、务实、高效的鲜明特点，正在展现出蓬勃的生命力。
First, we share the view that although it hasn't been long since the trilateral cooperation started, it has resulted in positive outcomes in parties, in advancing the political reconciliation in Afghanistan, in enhancing regional connectivity, and in promoting common development of the region. As a new type of practice for sub-regional cooperation, this trilateral cooperation responds to the keen interest of the people in this region for peace and development. It is equal, open, practical, and effective, and it is showing strong vitality.
第二，我们一致认为，阿富汗的局势进入关键节点，外国的驻军应当有序、负责任地撤出，以保障阿富汗局势能够平稳过渡。中国同巴基斯坦，我们期待阿富汗政府与塔利班通过和平谈判达成和解。阿富汗各派应当按照阿人主导、阿人所有的原则，尽快搭建对话框架，启动内部谈判，探讨为各方所接受的未来的政治安排，早日实现阿富汗的和平与重建。
Second, we share the view that the situation in Afghanistan is now at a critical stage. The withdrawal of foreign troops need to be conducted in an orderly and responsible manner in order to ensure the smooth transition of the situation in Afghanistan. China and Pakistan look forward to reconciliation between the Afghan government and the Taliban through peaceful negotiation, and various parties in Afghanistan need to act in line with the principle of Afghan-led and Afghan-owned, build a framework for dialogue at an early date, start intra-Afghan dialogue, and explore the future political arrangement that is acceptable to all the parties, with a view to achieving peace and rebuilding in Afghanistan.
第三，我们一致认为，阿巴关系的改善对于两国乃至地区的和平稳定与发展具有重要意义。我们三方对话启动以来，阿巴双方制定了团结行动计划，明确了改善关系的框架和方向。中方赞赏阿巴两国领导人展现的政治担当和勇气，我们也愿意为两国开展对话、改善关系、加强合作来继续提供支持和协助。
Third, we share the view that the improvement of relations between Afghanistan and Pakistan is of great significance for peace, stability, and development in both countries and the wider region. Since the inception of the trilateral dialogue, Afghanistan and Pakistan have formulated this action plan for solidarity, which identifies the framework and direction for the improvement of bilateral relations. China appreciates the sense of political responsibility and courage displayed by the leaders of both countries and stands ready to continue to support and help the two countries in pursuing dialogue, improving relations, and strengthening cooperation.
第四，我们一致认为，应当在共建“一带一路”的框架下来探索推进我们的三方合作。 我们三方愿意加强彼此的互联互通，包括推动中巴经济走廊的项目向阿富汗来延伸。我们愿意与国际伙伴一道，共同建设喀布尔至白沙瓦的高速公路。三方还将开展社会民生的合作。我们已经商定，在阿巴的边境口岸建设饮水、冷库、医疗站、出入境接待中心的具体的项目，即将着手加以实施。我们三方还同意深化人文的交流，开展外交官、文物考古、红会、媒体、智库等领域的交流和培训。
Fourth, we are of the view that we need to advance trilateral cooperation under the Belt and Road Initiative. The three parties stand ready to strengthen connectivity cooperation among the three parties, including to extend CPEC projects to Afghanistan. We also stand ready to work with international partners to build the Kabul-Peshawar motorway. The three parties will also carry out livelihood cooperation. We have agreed on a number of specific projects, including the drinking water, refrigeration storage, medical station, and entry and exit reception facilities at the border ports between Afghanistan and Pakistan, and we will soon start implementation. All three parties have also agreed to deepen people-to-people and cultural exchanges, and we will carry out exchanges and training between our diplomats and in the fields of cultural relics, Red Cross Society, media, and think tank.
第五，我们一致认为应当深化反恐和安全的合作。上一年的对话，我们达成了合作打击恐怖主义的谅解备忘录。那么这次对话呢，我们三方就落实这个谅解备忘录的项目清单达成了一致。我们决定加强反恐能力的建设、禁毒等领域的合作。我们三方还同意要加强情报共享与执法的合作，继续坚定地打击一切形式的恐怖主义，包括东伊运这股被安理会所认定的恐怖组织的。
Fifth, we share the view that we need to further deepen counterterrorism and security cooperation. During the last dialogue, we reached the MOU on counterterrorism cooperation, and during this dialogue, we have further agreed on the list of initial projects under that MOU, and we have decided to step up cooperation on counterterrorism capacity building and narcotics, among other areas. The three parties have also agreed to step up intelligence sharing and law enforcement cooperation, and we will continue to firmly combat all forms of terrorism and to combat the ETIM, which is an international terrorist organization identified by the UN Security Council.
我们三方同意今天要发表一个联合的声明，来全面的反映本次会议的共识和成果。我们还同意明年将在中国召开第4次的中阿巴三方外长的会议，启动我们第2轮的对话与合作。我在这里要提前欢迎两位外长届时到中国去出席会议。我们希望三方携手努力，在新的历史条件下推进三方合作不断向前发展，为充满不确定性的世界注入更多的正能量，为饱受战火与冲突之苦的地区带来和平与发展的新希望。谢谢大家。
All three parties have agreed to release a joint statement today that will fully reflect the consensus and outcomes reached during this dialogue. We also agreed to hold the 4th Trilateral Foreign Ministers Dialogue in China in 2020 for the second cycle of trilateral cooperation and dialogue. Here, in advance, I would like to welcome the two foreign ministers to China next year for the 4th dialogue. And we hope that our three parties could join hands to further advance the trilateral cooperation under the new historical circumstances so that we can inject greater positive energy into this uncertain world and we can bring new hope of peace and development to this region that is torn by wars and conflicts over the years.
the Honorable Foreign Minister of Afghanistan, please.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me at the outset thank Foreign Minister Qureshi for hosting us, for hosting this third round of this trilateral in Foreign Ministry. I congratulate him for successfully concluding today's trilateral meeting. And let me also thank State Councillor and Foreign Minister Wang Yi for his personal interest and commitment in making this trilateral a regular event and effective forum for exploring cooperation in the important areas of improving mutual political relations and trust, security cooperation and counterterrorism, and development cooperation and connectivity. By successfully holding the third round of this trilateral here in Islamabad, today we have completed, as Foreign Minister just mentioned, the first cycle of this trilateral. In my discussions with both Foreign Minister Qureshi and the State Council and Foreign Minister Wang Yi, I welcomed the strong support for peace and emphasized the will of the Afghan people for determining their future by themselves. We in the Afghan government continue to demonstrate our commitment for the peace process. However, as the peace efforts continue, the Taliban have yet to show genuine commitment to peace. This is manifested by their decision to continue terrorist attacks, killing innocent Afghans from all walks of life on a daily basis. Ladies and gentlemen, under this trilateral framework and over the past 3 rounds, we have had extensive discussions on important topics of common interest, including those relating to our collective security and prosperity. We all recognize that bilateral relations between Afghanistan and Pakistan need to improve in order to ensure a more peaceful and prosperous neighborhood and region. On security cooperation and counterterrorism, there is need for more actions-oriented cooperation, especially in the implementation of the trilateral counterterrorism MOU, as well as in the implementation of the Afghanistan-Pakistan Action Plan for Peace and Solidarity. As the frontline state against terrorism, Afghans are paying the ultimate sacrifice to safeguard regional security, and this must be recognized. The fight against terrorism requires collective counter-terrorism measures against all terrorist groups without any distinction. By strengthening political ties on the basis of an outcomes-based approach and increasing efforts for peace, as well as the effective implementation of the commitments made under this and other mechanisms, we will fully realize the objectives of our trilateral dialogue. On the development, cooperation, and connectivity, we now need to expand our focus on the implementation of bigger projects, especially in the area of transport and energy. We believe our discussions today provide a good basis to build on in our next cycle of deliberations. Afghanistan is hopeful that our discussions will continue not only to gain momentum, but rather result in tangible actions and cooperation in achieving our shared goals for the benefit of peace, stability, and prosperity in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and the wider region. In conclusion, I once again thank Foreign Minister Qureshi and the government of Pakistan for the warm welcome and hospitality, and China for leading this very important initiative. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Excellency. We'll take a few questions. Please identify yourself, and the question is directed to whom, please? Imra.
I'm Namra Suhail from Pakistan Television. My question is directed to the foreign ministers of Pakistan and Afghanistan. We've seen a new momentum between the two countries since June. So how do the two countries see the future outlook of their bilateral relations?
Well, one proof of that is the presence of the foreign minister in Islamabad with a smiling face. So that's one step. Obviously, there is a growing realization in both the countries. We need each other in order for Pakistan to be peaceful. Afghanistan has to be peaceful. I cannot live in peace unless Afghanistan is peaceful. So, cooperation, a better understanding is in our mutual interest. Pakistan has led the way. We have undertaken serious operations to clear our areas from terrorist activity. And we have succeeded to a large extent, and there's international recognition for it. We would want to take measures to further manage our borders so that nobody uses our soil against Afghanistan or, as a matter of fact, any other country. We have in place a good mechanism for cooperation in the future. So I am confident that in the days ahead, our relations will only improve because we are connected through geography. Some can move away, we cannot. We have to coexist.
Well, I think the new momentum, there is no doubt that there has been, the new momentum is there, but we need to build on this new momentum. As in today's discussions, we mentioned areas that Pakistan and Afghanistan can work together to build on this momentum and improve the relations. Of course, there are challenges, there are issues between the two countries, but they, I think, are not issues that could, I think they could be worked on, and I think this trilateral is a mechanism that through which we could build and work together, build cooperation, and make sure that the issues that we have between the two countries, they are resolved in a manner that's acceptable to both countries. We have, of course, a growing number of attacks in Afghanistan by terrorist groups. Security is one important issue in this trilateral, and I think only through cooperation, sincere commitment to the security of all the countries in this region, particularly between Pakistan and Afghanistan, we can solve this issue. So I think I'm hopeful that we will witness positive actions, positive steps taken by the government of Pakistan so that we could see a reduction in violence in Afghanistan. That will be a very positive indication of cooperation between the two countries. Of course, there are development issues, there are issues that we can work on, areas that we can improve development areas, and of course the people-to-people contacts. So there are areas, there are good opportunities that we could work to improve the relation between the two countries. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Ms. Lee.
I'm from China Radio International, and this question is to the Chinese Foreign Minister. 王毅国委员兼外长你好，我是中央广播电视总台国广记者。刚才您提到阿富汗和解进程已经进入新的历史时期，那么想请您谈一下中方对于阿富汗和解进程的看法，以及对于推动阿富汗人内部和平谈判的一些设想。谢谢。
Foreign Minister and State Councillor Wang, my question is about the Afghan peace process. Just now you mentioned that the reconciliation process is presented with a new historic opportunity. Can you share China's view on the ongoing and future reconciliation process and the ideas that China have for the intra-Afghan negotiation? Thank you.
美国和塔利班的谈判取得了重要进展，就和平协议达成了原则共识。当然，形势仍然存在各种各样的不确定性，但是阿富汗人民终于听到了和平越来越近的脚步。
Well, indeed, the United States and the Taliban are making important progress in their negotiation, and they have reached principled consensus on the peace deal. Of course, there are still all kinds of uncertainties, but the people of Afghanistan are hearing the approaching footsteps of peace.
今年是阿富汗独立100周年，停止战争，实现和平，这是3000多万阿富汗人民的一致心声，也是地区和国际社会的共同期盼。在这一个特殊的时刻，我们呼吁美国和塔利班继续推进谈判，并落实协议，尤其是兑现撤军与反恐的承诺，让和平的种子落地生根。
This year marks the 100th anniversary of Afghan's independence. It is the shared aspiration of the 30 million plus Afghan people to put an end to war and to realize peace. This is also a shared expectation of the whole region and the broader international community. So at this special moment, we call on the United States and the Taliban to continue with the negotiation and to implement the agreement after that is signed. In particular, we call on them to make good on their commitment regarding the troops drawdown and counterterrorism efforts, so that the seeds of peace can be sown and take root.
阿富汗的命运应当由阿富汗人民来决定。坚持阿人主导、阿人所有的原则，这是实现阿富汗和平与重建的唯一的正确的途径。我们呼吁包括塔利班在内的阿富汗各派以国家和人民的利益为重，抓住历史性机遇，启动阿人的内部谈判，早日达成各派都能接受的未来的政治架构，携手来推开和解之门。
The future of Afghanistan should be determined by the people of Afghanistan. Continued commitment to the principle of Afghan-led and Afghan-owned process is the only way to peace and reconciliation and rebuilding in Afghanistan. We called on all factions in Afghanistan, including the Taliban, to set store by the interest of the country and people and seize this historic opportunity, start the intra-Afghan negotiation, and reach a future political arrangement that is acceptable to all the parties at an early date, and join hands in opening the door to reconciliation.
中方认为，阿富汗未来的政治安排应当充分考虑以下3方面的因素，也可以称之为3个原则。
The Chinese side is of the view that Afghan's future political arrangement should factor in the following 3 aspects or 3 principles.
第一，应当具有广泛的代表性和包容性，让阿富汗的各党派、各民族都能平等地参与国家的政治生活，共享国家的权利。做到这一点，阿富汗的未来就能够有一个团结的政治基础。
First, it should have broad representation and be inclusive, so that all the factions and all the ethnic groups can participate in the political life of the country in an equal way and share the state power. If that is achieved, the future of Afghanistan will enjoy a united political foundation.
第二，应当坚定不移地打击恐怖主义，绝不能让阿富汗再次成为恐怖组织的庇护地。做到这一点，阿富汗的未来就能够有一个稳定的社会环境。
Second, it should resolutely combat terrorism and not allow Afghanistan to again become a sanctuary of terrorist organizations. If that is achieved, the future of Afghanistan will enjoy a stable social environment.
第三，应当奉行和平友好的对外政策，与世界各国，特别是与阿富汗的邻国能够和平共处，为地区的和平稳定 来发挥建设性的作用。做到这一点，阿富汗的未来就能够有一个有利的外部环境。
And third, it should pursue an external policy of peace and friendship, and to live in peace with all countries in the world, in particular its neighbors, and play a constructive role for regional peace and stability. If that is achieved, the future of Afghanistan will enjoy a favorable external environment.
作为阿富汗的友好邻邦和真诚的朋友，中国将继续坚定不移地同阿富汗人民站在一起，为阿富汗的和解与重建来做出中国的贡献。谢谢。
As a friendly neighbor and sincere friend of Afghanistan, China will continue to stand firmly together with the people of Afghanistan and make China's contribution to reconciliation and reconstruction of Afghanistan. Thank you.
I thank the Honorable Foreign Ministers, and sir, we can move towards dinner. And thank you very much to the media also, please. Thank you. We can have a picture taken in the front. We can have a picture here.
Picture.
Please.